my fellow fighters, and the people of the world. Shout out to the SG of the EFF for finally speaking about this whole issue of Floyd Shivambu starting a new party. We haven't heard the leadership of the EFF share their insight or their thoughts about this whole thing. But what you're about to hear is very shocking, you know. I'm sure it's something you're not expecting to hear, or the type of response you're not expecting to hear this, because the SG is not buying the story, you know, and is not willing to be continuously asked about Floyd Shivambu. He doesn't want to speak about him. He doesn't want to give him airtime. He believes talking about Floyd Shivambu is wasting the listener's time, and it doesn't have time to waste. So he was interviewed by the great legendary Clement Monyatela, of course, on 702. Is it 702? Yeah, Radio 702. But I want you guys to listen to how it went. Okay? Take a listen at this.
Right, thank you so much, Patrick. Will you work with Maibuye if Floyd Shivambu does register it as a party, and your views on Konazi as well? Do you think it must be...
Yeah, let's deal with issues, not things that don't exist. We'll deal with things when they exist.
Floyd exists.
As what? What does he do? That's what I'm saying. It's a non-issue. Those things, they don't exist.
Would you ever consider working with him, though, as the EFF?
That's what I'm saying. That when we waste time on speaking on things that don't exist, it's like you telling me or me telling you about some dream arrangement or village arrangement. Here we're dealing with issues that exist. We're a political party.
So you'll deal with it when he...
now it's a non-issue. It doesn't exist. Because I'm going to respond here. And then when I come back here a year later, and then I've wasted the listeners' time on speaking of things that is just people that are just walking up and down.
That's the SG of the EFF, the master action planner, the action man. This guy doesn't speak a lot, by the way. He's not those type of SGs who speak a lot. He doesn't speak a lot. It's not like Mr. Figile Mbalula. It's not like Floyd Shivambu, how Floyd was in the MK party, always speaking a lot. He's not that type of guy who likes media attention. He makes things happen. When you see all events of EFF happening, it's this man who's organizing these things. It's this man who's making sure things zihamba ngohlelo izinto. Zihamba ngendlela eqondile. Sifamba indlela swe. This is the man who makes sure swilo sifamba indlela. So, Honorable Mr. Marshall Dlamini, the SG Secretary General of the EFF, is not willing to speak about Savimbi, because he believes Floyd Shivambu and his party is non-existent things. He doesn't want to speak about people who are just running around not knowing what they are doing. But I like the response he gave, because he's not saying he will never speak about Floyd. He's saying, because, actually the question was, are you willing to work with Floyd if Floyd happens to be in politics? So he's like, why are you asking me about things that don't exist? Because Floyd is not even yet in politics. He haven't even got any numbers for the EFF to even consider working with him based on the numbers he has. So it's also unfair to ask the SG about things that don't exist. It's unfair. It's unfair. It's really unfair. It's very unfair. So shout out to him for remaining strong and not bending to the side of trying to be politically correct to fit the narrative. He does not want to speak about it because it's non-existent. It's a non-issue. It's a non-issue. It's a persona non grata. It's something like that. I don't even know what that means, but it's there. So shout out to this man once again, because I've been saying this thing. I've been saying this. Floyd Shivambu and his political party, they will get votes. Nobody knows how many votes they will get, because people of South Africa are gullible like that. They will vote for anyone. Even me, if I started a party, I'll get votes. Plus me, I can sell a story. No, I could make that happen, but I'm not in that space. So he will get votes. The question is, how much votes will he get? And to those who are saying black people should work together, haven't you guys heard Floyd? Haven't you been aware of what Floyd has been saying? Floyd is saying the EFF MK party, they are not liberation forces. So Floyd, there's no way he's gonna work with the EFF. There's no way he's gonna work with the MK party, because that's what he has been saying. So, okay, let's say there's an opportunity for them to work together. You guys will be the first ones to want to blackmail the EFF and the MK party to forcefully work with him after everything is said and done towards these two parties. You will still say, but guys, work with him. We're all black people. Black people should work together. Work together after what he has done. The problem with people who speak about black unity, and I see it with many YouTubers, is that they want unity so bad. They don't care how the other people feel. They don't care what the other people think. They want people to sacrifice their principles just for unity. They want people to be in rooms with betrayers and snakes just for unity. That's not unity. That's a room full of people who haven't forgiven each other. A room full of opportunists. So we can't forcefully force unity. You can't shove unity down our throats if we don't want it. You know? So I don't think the EFF will ever work with Floyd, because I don't think Floyd will want to work with the EFF after everything is said. Of course, that is if he gets numbers in his party. That is if you guys go and vote for him. Let's say you vote for him, he gets numbers. Okay? He will get numbers. But how much numbers will he get? So we can't speak on things that don't exist. I'm sounding like the SG now. But yeah, man, shout out to the SG. But guys, I want you guys to listen to Floyd Shivambu explain that he won't work. He explained the EFF and the MKP, they are not liberation forces. Yeah, Floyd Shivambu explaining.
Mkhonto weSizwe and the economic freedom fighters are not liberation forces, are forces of self-enrichment by those who lead it. That is the fact that we are confronted with. Are forces that do not have capacity to mobilize the whole of society towards true emancipation and freedom. We have been sold a dummy of freedom. What we're experiencing now is not freedom.
So why would all of a sudden he work with non-liberation forces? You know, if that makes sense to you guys. But it is what it is, guys. We thank you very much. Thank you.
Mkhonto weSizwe and the economic freedom fighters are not liberation forces, are forces of self-enrichment by those who lead it. That is the fact that we are confronted with. Are forces that do not have capacity to mobilize the whole of society towards true emancipation and freedom. We have been sold a dummy of freedom. What we're experiencing now is not freedom.